Okay. And our final topic of the night, U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio says Israel drew U.S. into a war with Iran. Iran foreign minister accused U.S. of entering a war of choice on Israel's behalf. So your final thoughts on Marco Rubio being drawn
Right.
into the
Well,
war with
look,
Iran?
you know, I look at it. The Israelis obviously were going to strike. I mean, they live at the edge of the tip of the spear, I guess you could say, right? And they were concerned about Iran's nuclear capability. They were concerned about their missiles, and with justification, as we're seeing what's going on. Um, did they get the U.S. involved? Yeah, but I think we would have been getting involved anyway. It just the timing was speeded up, but that had to do with the the first night or the first day, I guess you could say, of the current air campaign. The Israelis and U.S. intelligence found out that Iranian leadership um, decided they were going to have a Saturday morning, sit down, not in a protected bunker, but above ground, and they decided they were going to take them all out. So, did they get us involved? Yeah, to a degree, but I think we would have been involved anyway.
Yeah, I agree with you. The reason why I agree with you is Donald Trump has had it in for Iran anyways for a while. So
Yep,
yes, I agree with what they're saying, but I also believe that President Trump was on the mission to wipe them out anyhow and take care of business
I think
46
so.
years ago. And Rubio, well, I can't disagree with what he's saying. So great show tonight, Motor City Man Mouse Show. We'll do it again next Wednesday at its regular time at 8. No big deal. I enjoy doing Thursday night shows too. Of course, I have 3 of them tonight, including this one. But tonight was a good show in a sense because they had a chance to go to talk about a success story with Micky, Arison. We talked about Apple, Norway, Yukon, as well as Iceland. So we decided to have some frequent flyers on this edition of the Motor City Madhouse Show. Any final thoughts before we call it night? And the final thought you should have is how they can get a hold of you as well.
Yes, you can get a hold of me on Twitter at SteveB7SFG. Same with Instagram and Facebook at Steve Ballister. You can find me on PatsFans.com. I do a podcast there called Patriots No Huddle. I write for them. I have been. This is be my 16th season coming up. And I also am a senior defense editor for the National Security Journal. And,